Working in the health and stroke pharmaceutical sector, I suppose the biggest factor to consider outside of the logistical build challenges is the validation requirements. Typically on a building, for example an ordinary production facility, you may have to install and commission the plant and equipment before the client starts to operate. In the pharmaceutical stroke health environment, you've got to go a step further, it's got to be validated. So that whole validation phase begins at day one. If you've got a validated piece of plant, then you've got to make sure that the day you order that piece of plant, that the checking process can be tracked back to the day of order.
Backweston is actually a full campus of which we built the agricultural laboratories. Backweston then has all different category of laboratories, of which we are up to category 4. There's a basement, but it's just a services basement, so it's 3 metres deep and about 6 metres wide, and all the services are down there, and then it pops up for each lab along the way. What we would look out for when building for pharmaceutical is the mechanical and electrical input. Everything revolves around how do you get the services to these labs. In some of the labs there's up to 7 different types of gases, so you're trying to get everything into the labs that come up from the floor, pop up into desks or drop down from ceilings, and make it look that when the scientists walk in, that the lab isn't covered with pipes and cables. So the design input on pharmaceutical is all M&E orientated.
We believe a client should choose Bennett in the pharma sector to deliver his project because we've built up a track record, we have experience, we have the knowledge, we have the procedures, and we have the systems. We've built laboratories for the state, Backweston laboratories for BTSB, Blood Transfusion Service Board, Abbott, Tyco, Yamanouchi. So we know what's required and we have the people to deliver.